things out as we wait for the players that need to be here to play the match to get here. Here we see our matchup again, a master matchup, second highest tier, GC1, GC2 at upper level, Lemurs and Seoul, the two teams, the franchises, the jungle and the elements respectively. Excited to see what these teams have got, and again, two franchises that have been kicking around, so players that know each other from prior seasons in RSC.
This is a good thing to have too. So that means anybody who's new at least gets to watch some sort of a veteranship. That means, it means that people are. You're not going to see as many mistakes, and when you do, the mistakes will probably be a little bit more glaring, and the responses to those mistakes are going to be probably goals, because usually a mistake's made. That means there's an open net, especially this high up.
Absolutely. The punish or the mistake to punish ratio is considerably higher the higher up in the rankings you go. The speed is ratcheted up, and there's just so little room for error. Team stats here on the stream now: 15 and 13 win loss, 10 and 18 for the Lemurs and the Seoul respectively. Lemurs will be in the blue, Seoul will be in the orange, and I mean, these two teams, it's very similar to what we saw for the challenger matchup. Two teams that are really kind of at a turning point if you are going to make a run for the playoffs.
I agree 100%. Those saves against for the Soul means they're slightly on defense. I'm hoping that they turn into the Bulldogs, judging by the stats. Oh, we got the Soul being told that both teams are 18 and 10. We're getting a thank you for the chat for helping us out. It kind of changes the dynamic a little bit, so let's. I'm going to start off on the Lemurs. I noticed, Fantao one game, so I'm not 100% sure if they are new or if they happen to be a great teammate.
Yes,
yeah, that
Fantao's been around for a little bit, so
sweet,
a bench player this season.
Gotcha. So Scotty, Calc and Unexpected, chances are you're going to see in the games much more often. Upside to that is you have a nice consistent effort, and the opposite side, it's looking like Supreme and Typhon probably going to play, and Lord Iron Skull and New are going to be the switched outs, but you never really know what's going to happen.
Yeah, and I think that I had seen some talk of a sub needing to be found for one of these teams in game chat beforehand, but heading into this one, 6 players on the field in the blue. Lemurs, Unexpected, Calc and Scotty, exactly who we were expecting, and Seoul, Boy, 2J6, and Typhon, the 3 players in the orange. Master matchup between the Lemurs and the Seoul underway here. Another 4-game series. We'll get to see all 4. No best ofs till we get to the playoffs here in RSC. If you're joining us for the first time, or I mean, if you have been around before and you forget how this works, I guess, RSC always playing all 4 of their games. It's basically a 64-game series rather than like a 16 series win season. So it gives us a little bit of a better idea of who's got that ability to close out games when they matter to make the playoffs. And this is match day 9, so we're about we're like 5/8 through the season, just to be really granular about it. There's still a little bit left, but these teams really having to turn it on here as we enter the final stretch. Loyboy is going to manage to bank that one in, kicking off the scoring for the Soul, and it's 1-0 with a minute gone.
As you can see, a bit of a miss obviously comes flying in. Good touch right there, and the third man not able to get back in time. They were a little too far up, and by a little too far up, I mean in Master you could cheat and be a little bit ahead. Slam by Scotty, but Loyboy, nice save, and able to keep this score 1-0. Unexpected gonna keep it in the corner. Calc going up for it really, really fast. Typhon slam it to the other side. Scotty and Unexpected a little too close. Nobody back. Loyboy trying to make a play. Unexpected meeting and Calc clearing it away. Will give us a little bit of time. Typhon not hitting it over is actually going to try to fake. That ball's going to be centered, but Loyboy there again. I have a feeling we're going to say that name a lot so far. It's been a minute 30 and we've said it almost every single time that the ball gets touched.
It's been right on top of the play. Scotty doing the same thing on the other side. Found that first touch. He's going to find another here. Chips it back toward Calc, who beats all 3. A triple commit. Unexpected's going to wrap it around. Can there be a shot found? Not before Loyboy gets back. Takes Unexpected off the pitch. And now Scotty is continuing to try to work the ball through, giving teammates time to respawn and reset. Calc a touch off the corner. Unexpected to the backboard, and Typhon will clear it away. But these Lemurs have had the upper hand for about the last minute. We're seeing a very even start, and Loyboy has done exactly what we had said that he was going to do, and what we said we were expecting these players to do here at Master, and found a gap to punish. And Lemurs really just haven't quite been able to hit their stride yet. I've been on Scotty's cam for a little bit. There's been a lot of just doing circles in the midfield for Scotty. They're trying to push forward, but they can't find the touches to generate the offensive opportunities. At the same time, they've got boost in the tank. They're doing a decent job of protecting their back line, but they're really struggling to get out of the midfield and set up in the offensive zone.
Yeah, the Soul have been doing a good job. Now here we go at center, and there it is. As we transition to the other guy here, that's me, Typhon, with a great 50 win, another great 50 win, but that 50 leading to a pass, and 2J6 with a nice, easy open goal shot.
2J not gonna get him a much easier than that one. It's a 2-0 lead for Soul. They have done great at capitalizing on the opportunities they are given. Unexpected whiffing that one off the backboard. Typhon didn't have enough boost to find the shot, so it'll bounce away harmlessly. But now
nice
an
bump,
opportunity
nice bump.
Expected, almost able to pick that corner, but Typhon's gonna take it away, keeping Lemurs off the score sheet. Scotty redirects the drive off the backboard from Typhon. Unexpected through the center of the field. Loyboy cuts it back. Scotty will snag the boost as a consolation prize, but Loyboy lays it off to 2J. A shot into the box. Scotty with a save. Got the savior medal there with a minute 40 left. Backside demo. Calc takes 2J6, and Loyboy takes advantage of the defense that has lost all of its momentum after the demo slots one under the crossbar.
Yeah, that was not a bad demo, but like you said, the momentum ends, and I'm gonna do a shout out to Typhon. Typhon, I think, has been the catalyst so far. Personally, for the Soul, they've been great defense. They've been patient. They're not necessarily in every single play, but they're there when needed. And Loyboy, while they're getting most of the goals and most of the glory, they've been set up by Typhon. So I want to say, Typhon, good game so far. Scotty's going to try to hit it in, but 2J6 right there. So far, the Soul have been much more faster than the Lemurs. That's a nice clear by Loyboy. No one going for it, and Unexpected going to hit it to the opposite side. Scotty going to try to take control, getting it around Typhon, but giving it right back to Loyboy, who gives it to Calc. That's going to be off the back wall. Good clear out by 2J6. Nice mark to hit it off the side. Unexpected getting it around, but Typhon hitting the opposite side, but the demo, Calc getting back, able to save that one. 6 getting into the side. Scotty meeting him, but not winning that one. Unexpected hitting it, but straight to Typhon, who clears it off to the side, and Loyboy taking over again. Nice little push past Calc. Couldn't take over, and Unexpected gets it into the orange zone. A waterfall down in front. Scotty trying to hit off the back wall. Can't do it. Another great clear by 2J6. And we're going to have another lull in the break. Although, hitting the opposite side, Typhon taking over. And this is getting pretty intense here in the last 20 seconds.
Yeah, even that one from Unexpected not able to go in. Soul's just had Lemurs' number. 5 shots on frame for Lemurs, 4 saves for Soul. They have found every answer to the Lemurs offense, and it is just not quite enough to break down that wall that the Soul has built. We're going to get a sub out for the Lemurs, trying to generate a little bit of momentum here with a player change, because Soul really kind of running over Lemurs through that game number 1. It is just they've just been a step ahead. I mean, they've just been a little bit closer, and it's not anything super glaring or egregious, but here at this master level, that's all it takes sometimes, is just being that one step quicker.
Yes, definitely. They've been that step that's but it's a necessary step, and fortunately, Lemurs just they kind of need to catch up and have a little bit more confidence. I think they're kind of driving around a little bit when they're sort of, I wouldn't say the word panic, because I haven't seen many panic touches, but they're just they just need urgency, I guess is the word. It doesn't seem like they have urgency and a need to go get that ball. I think they just got to take over and say, this is my ball, and everybody else can go away.
Yeah, definitely. There were a couple of opportunities, especially late in that game number 1. I saw multiple players. I think I saw Scotty turn off a 1. Just the opportunities that they probably could have dove for, tried to generate a little bit more offense. And just because of maybe not knowing exactly where their teammate is or a lapse in communication. Nobody ends up going for the ball, and it's just a free clear for the Soul. All they got to do is find a goal or two and then just sit on that for the rest of the series. So they did that very effectively, holding Lemurs off the scoreboard entirely in game number 1. So now heading into game number 2, an opportunity for the Lemurs. They sub Fantao in. So Fantao with 1 game played, at least as far as the stats that we saw earlier, so far is going to come off the bench and look to be the catalyst here for Lemurs. Soul, they haven't allowed a goal yet, so they're in a great spot as we head into game number 2. And with 5 more minutes on the clock and game number 2 commencing here, is going to be down to the Lemurs to try to break down that massive defensive wall that the Soul built, just try to tighten up their offensive attack to generate some more opportunities. Scotty's going to say, generate an opportunity. I'm just going to put one in the back of the net. 1-0 for the Lemurs.
Nice touch initially and great read after. The speed, they have to be faster, but I don't think anybody really expected those hits because those are 2 really, really nice touches. So 13 seconds in, and that's what you need. You really need that if you're the Lemurs. Scotty taking over, and, 10 seconds in, Scotty doing that. Late Loyboy almost answering right back, but that Scotty has a chance. It goes up to the side wall. Cal keeping it in. Can Fantao do it? He cannot, and that's going to be cleared up by Typhon, and that would have been a nice, awesome answer as well. The 2-0 lead early, but instead, good defense and a little bit of unfortunate touches. Scotty trying to keep it in. Loyboy is getting that touch. A nice little flip reset to keep it away. Fantao with a nice 50. Trying to make a name right now. Calc with it in. Can Scotty clean it up? Does. And Typhon, 2J6 caught on each other. And that's going to be a 2-0 lead with 4:10 to go in this game.
Yeah, I think Scotty heard me calling him out for missing a couple of opportunities in game number 1. Now 2 goals on 3 shots for Scotty here for the Lemurs. They scored 2 in 50 seconds. They have very much announced their presence in this series, but it's really kind of been Scotty that's taken over. It's a very large gap between Scotty and the rest of the lobby. Honestly, Scotty might have more points than the entire lobby combined right now. It's still early going here in game number 2, though, so not anticipating that staying that way for much longer, but Scotty is a player that has the ability to take over a game. Always been that way, even since the days back in Challenger. Always has found a way to be one of the best players in their tier. So doing just that here in game number 2. Scotty, another opportunity. He's going to choose to lay it off. Fantao got the exit demo. A pinch is going to go all the way back for Typhon into some space. Calc gets the 50. Loyboy is going to have a drive. Almost top bins. Can't quite work it through. It'll be cleared away. Fantao out through midfield. Backside demo by Loyboy, and a couple of bumps is going to slow down this attack. Just a breath here for Soul.
Nice little, I actually like that Fantao touch, nice little back pass. They had a chance to maybe put a pressure on, but instead the ball goes to the corner and it gives them a chance here to catch themselves up. Lemurs hitting it to the opposite corner. Loyboy trying to make a play, getting it well over Scotty. 50 right there. I would say Loyboy won that one, but Calc is actually going to take that one on the opposite side. A demo in the back end. Calc can't get it over Typhon. Another demo, but this time opposite. Typhon with a deflection hitting at the opposite side, and we're still in Soul's territory. Can he get it out? He does. Typhon with a good clear. Calc taking over, hitting it opposite side. Loyboy stopping it, trying to get a pass off here. 2 people going up. That's a triple commit technically. That ball's going to get hit and cleared opposite by Fantao. Loyboy trying to take control, going up here. Scotty actually going to get it, trying to air drag it down, dunks it.
Okay.
Can't get it off the crossbar, and that is an excellent play by Scotty, showing off some skills, but not able to convert. And this is getting a little bit more dangerous to the Soul. Loyboy trying to get it on there, but Calc with a nice play, getting it around. 2J6 keeping it in, but Fantao getting it back, and I think the Lemurs have found their answer.
Yeah, they've done a great job just keeping themselves in it. It's kind of like in hockey, you get a nice pop after you get a big save or kill off a penalty or something. We had a good rush after the big save from Loyboy on one end. Another opportunity, and I think it's a team save. No save credited to Calc there. So the Soul getting in each other's way, just trying to make something happen. They've been looking for different opportunities, but there's always a player for the Lemurs there. And Scotty somehow manages to staple this one under the crossbar off the guillotine.
Oh my gosh, the double pinch teammates. They decide that they want a little bit of action. Sky says, absolutely not. That's my ball, and thank you for laying it down. Wow, that ball, I almost couldn't read that myself, and I don't have to worry about playing.
It was a crazy angle, especially considering it came back into the field of play a little bit. Off the wall, Scotty looks for 4, but that time denied by the woodwork. Calc's gonna try to get in on the scoring action here. Typhon just pushes it aside. 2J6 gets in front of the follow-up from Fantao, but Calc continuing to drive this stake deeper into the heart of the Lemurs. Fantao forcing the issue to the backboard. Scotty will take a moment trying to force it back again to Calc, but gonna be 2J6 with the clearance for just a moment. Calc some space, flip, reset, not able to find the shot. Scotty on another drive, saved by Loyboy, not quite able to find goal number 4 yet. In transition, Loyboy out, almost picks the top corner, but again denied by the backboard. And the 6th shot for Seoul, no goals. They've flipped the script here. The Lemurs dropping 3 this time, and it's 3 on aggregate scoring so far. Game number 1 going the way of Seoul. Game number 2, all Lemurs from the opening wire, but Typhon is going to make sure it's not a goose egg for the Seoul. 22 seconds, they can still get this done. Only 2 goals between these two teams.
I agree that they could get this done. That was a slam. Scotty actually almost saved that all over the place. You did call it Scotty, and Scotty is answering that call all day, well, all game, sorry, all 5 minutes. Typhon, though, I'm going to tell you, in my opinion, underrated player right now. I've called his name a few times, and I kind of gave him a little spotlight, but they've been solid, and I think the next game is going to be really intense. 4 seconds to go. Now we're just playing for some momentum and seeing how people handle the end. Cal can lay it down. Lemurs with a great win, and Game 3 is going to be absolutely awesome.
Big win there for the Lemurs, and Typhon just really, really close to being able to find the way to break through that. It was a great effort, but at the end of the day, the individual showing from Scotty wins that game for the Lemurs. This is the level where the hero ball can kind of come out a little bit, and Lemurs feed the hot hand. Scotty puts 3 in on 7 shots, almost 4, if not for a couple big saves from Solar. But Scotty turns on, activates here in game number 2, and leads the Lemurs to victory.
Yeah, look at 7 shots. I mean, that's darn good, especially on a very good defensive team. Soul is playing excellent. Scotty took over, but Soul is playing still excellent. So, I don't see that happening again in this particular game 3. Typhon played very well. Look at Loyboy to maybe be a teeny bit more aggressive, and I'm hoping that 2J6 haven't called their name very much. Had a couple of nice plays, nice saves, but I think they need to step up big this game to try to change the momentum and get a little bit of different stuff going.
Yeah, Lemurs came out. Fantao comes in off the bench and absolutely shifts the momentum towards the blue end, and now an opportunity for the Soul to try to pull that right back. We've got a split series 1-1, so basically a reset here, an even playing field for both these teams, but Soul are going to want to make sure Lemurs don't run out to a quick lead here in game number 3, or they could lose hold of this series. It'll very much become a one-sided affair quickly, and Lemurs looking to get that started early here in game number 3. They got a couple good drives already. It's a great touch by Fantao. He split everybody. No defender in sight, and Fantao is going to get the first goal for the Lemurs.
Yes, that's a glaring mistake, and unfortunately, Typhon, if he had hit it, not a big deal, but a little too aggressive right there, drove right past it, and that led to an easy goal less than 30 seconds in this game.
Check the VAR, I see in chat. We don't get none of that replay. You can't go back and take a goal that's been scored off the board. These players work so hard for everyone. Calc breaking ankles in net. He got 2 defenders to bump into each other, but the follow-up just not quite there in time. Scotty has that one taken away by Loyboy. Flip reset to the backboard here. Another touchdown. Calc had it red. Wow. Jumps up for the save. A great effort on the defensive end by Calc to completely negate a huge mechanical play. And a minute gone. The opportunity for the Soul is here, and now 2J6 looking for the bouncer. Loyboy out towards Typhon and not able to be found as the shot. Fantao, a long clear down to Calc, a redirect into the corner. 2J6 can't find the first touch, but he's gonna get it over Scotty. Just an early challenge from Scotty. He guessed and he guessed wrong. Soul find themselves an equalizer, and after a minute 15 in this one and 5 in the last, they finally have broken through.
Yeah, 2J6 read that really well, and after the hit off the wall, as soon as he saw Scotty going for it, he was like, this is mine, I can handle this, and a nice, easy, safe play, getting it down and tying it up under 4 minutes to go.
Good response from the Soul for sure. It was, started to feel it getting out of hand in favor of the Lemurs as Fantao took that first goal, but that is a massive goal as far as momentum goes for the Soul, and now they are going to have an opportunity to build on it, but Lemurs not going to make it easy. Nothing for free here for either of these teams. Fantao is going to look to get something started all the way up to the backboard. It's been the Lemurs on the attack for a little bit. They've not quite been able to find anything threatening, but they're poking and prodding around the outside, just trying to find a gap in that rotation. Loyboy out into space. One-on-one here. Typhon now 2J in support, but Calc stands tall on the backboard and will have the stop. 2J meets him in midair. Loyboy a 50 win across midfield. An opportunity here for Loyboy, but Scotty will shut down the angle quickly and turn it back the other way. Typhon not able to get it around Scotty. Calc lurking in the box, but will not get there. Fantao takes over a long shot. Typhon saving it away off the backboard, and Calc will be first to it again into the box. 2J6 takes it back to the backboard. Scotty closing down, but early challenge from Loyboy, but now Soul really on the back foot. Lemurs starting to crank up the heat in the orange end. Loyboy gets a long clearance. That's huge, and it might go in and off the crossbar, and Loyboy puts it into the back of the net. Finally, Soul take the lead.
That was a good play by Loyboy right there. That, as you can see, that mistake at the end, the third man going up, not making a play, not touching it in any way. And if you can't touch that ball and make some sort of 50 and give your teammates a chance to get back, nice bump right there. Couldn't quite get it. Good patience right there. And unfortunately doesn't get the goal. If you're not able to get that touch as third man, you gave it away, and that's what happened. Calc getting this cleared. 2J6 keeping it in, having a very good game so far. Pass off back wall, Scotty can't touch it. Typhon up. Good meet by Fantao, and that's going to keep the score at 2-1 for now. Scotty taking it away. Loyboy back passing it to 2J6, and it gets deflected. Fantao trying to take over, jumps up right away after touching it, but Typhon's going to hit it away. They're going to get it in the corner, trying to bump Calc, missing it, and Calc's going to clear it. And that's going to be a reset for both teams. That actually could be a deflection. Scotty can't get it off the side, and that also couldn't get the double tap. Typhon taking over, air dragging, can get over Calc. No, good defense by Calc, also driving up the wall and clearing it. And that transition defense is absolutely on fire right now for the Lemurs this game. Even though they're down 2-1, these excellent offensive plays by the Soul have really not led to as many goals as they could have been.
Yeah, tough progression there. Scotty has really struggled to find his shooting stroke here in game number 3. He was absolutely on fire in game number 2, definitely cooling off here as the series progresses. But the Lemurs are still hunting for that equalizing goal, and Soul have closed down the border at midfield, not letting the Lemurs out for anything easy. Scotty all the way across the pitch. He's going to find Calc in the middle of the field. Typhon takes Scotty off the pitch. Fantao returns the favor, and the ball will hang in the orange end. Time ticking away. Loyboy takes it in the blue end. Scotty meets him early. Calc looking for the redirect to the center of the field. Scotty to the backboard, denied by the post, and Fantao can't find the shot. And that's just kind of how game 3 has gone for the Lemurs, denied by the woodwork over and over again. Not quite been able to break down that full defender. An opportunity here. Typhon whiffs! 7 seconds left, and somehow the Lemurs have leveled us at 2.
Oh gosh, they just kept it going. They kept it going. They didn't stop the pressure, and they didn't let that the missing. They didn't let the crossbars, they didn't let the posts, they didn't let that deter them from their ultimate goal, which is tying it up, although they have a chance to take it. Typhon with a great save. That could have been the winner. And unfortunately for them, going into overtime. So we've got another awesome game. Super excited, and here we go to start. They're ready. That ball's hanging in the air. 2J6 to Loyboy. Loyboy can't do anything with it. 2J6 gets demoed for the trouble of trying to keeping it in. Typhon does. Nice touch. Calc gonna win that one and getting it around Loyboy. 2J6 keeping it in, but Scotty's gonna... Oh, we actually get dunked almost. Gonna fall opposite side. Typhon trying to take control. Back wall. Loyboy going up, and he's gonna hit it opposite side, and that's going to be cleared by Calc right now. So the start, 30 seconds in, no goals, and see if these guys settle down or if there's some crazy stuff going on.
It's been all Soul so far. They're really itching to get this game number 3 win. They had that gifted to them at the very end, and or rather, they gifted it to the Lemurs. They don't want that to be the defining factor of this series, is the fact they handed this game right to him. Scotty, though, is going to get it all the way to the center. He's there. He's going to snipe the angle, and the Lemurs stealing away game 3.
Yeah, Loyboy did not see Scotty coming. They came from the blind side on their right, came zooming in, able to make a great punch off the side wall, and that led to that goal. If I think Loyboy, in my opinion, had jumped up to hit that and pushed it forward, might not have happened, although at the same time it could have given the ball back. But the aggressiveness by Scotty, especially these past 2 games, has been absolutely on fire. They need to keep it up, even though Calc has the most points. Those saves were absolutely incredible this game. I still think Scotty is the catalyst, and if they can keep up that type of momentum and that type of aggressiveness, the Lemurs are going to come out with the next game.
Yeah, and as much as that goal at the end to be the equalizer was a little bit of a fluke, it still ended up going to overtime, and Lemurs still were able to find that last one. It was by no means a given in that overtime period. We got a reset with a kickoff and everything. So even though that goal for Seoul, letting it through to give that goal back, then the level game back to the Lemurs is just not quite, it's unfortunate, but it is just kind of the way that it shakes out, and they still have the opportunity to win the game. Couldn't find it. Lemurs have that ice, and they will go up 2-1 in this series. So an opportunity to take the series win for the Lemurs, and an opportunity to redeem themselves a little bit here for the Soul after dropping what really felt like a surefire game number 3 win. Now we've got one more left for tonight. Match day 9, Master Tier. The Lemurs and the Soul are going to close us out. 5 minutes on the clock. KG, take it away.
All right, we got the nice 50 in there. Vantel can't make that play. Scotty, that's going to go too high. Loyboy with a nice clear. That's going to get the opposite side. 2J6, nice and aggressive play. I like it off the bat. They're going to try to... I think they need to be a little bit more aggressive. Typhon, they're all 3 of them are in the same area. They might want to get away from each other and try to spread this out a little bit. A 51 by the Soul here. They're keeping it inside the Lemur zone, and I think that's what they need. Demo right there, and that ball's going to get back to the Soul zone. Uh-oh. Typhon, if doesn't get that touch, that's a dangerous play here. Scotty, opposite side. The ball keeps kind of going to the opposite side. This is another clear to the opposite side. That's going to be my favorite word of the day here. Fantau getting it in. 2J6 stopping it. Calc with a nice touch, but Typhon back up. That's what they need. They just need to be ready for everything. Be fast on the opposite team. Typhon with a nice deflection. Fantau! Awesome save. I'm not sure if that was going in, but I have to say Fantau, definitely a good move. Calc trying to keep it in. Fantau trying to pass. It does. It's going to get off the ceiling waterfall, but 2J6 able to take control. Not the greatest touch right there, but Typhon taking over. Fantau meeting him. Trying to get a playoff back wall. That is another waterfall, but there goes Loyboy. Trying to get it out, and does. Hitting Calc out of the way. Scotty getting it back in, and so far this has been a nice back and forth of a minute. With 3:30 to go. Fantau in, and as I was about to transfer to you, a nice goal by Fantau.
Well, now I get to talk about the goal. I mean, it all comes down to that miss from Typhon. Scotty gets to kind of get the secondary assist just by taking space up and putting that pressure on Typhon, and it forces the chip out and, you know, just the errant touch because you're rushing and you know Scotty's right in your face. You know he's going to find that 50 if you take a little bit too long, and that leads to the errant touch. Fanatau jumps on the loose ball and gets Lemurs that 1-0 lead. Lemurs looking to make it a 3-1 series and take the overall W. You know, doesn't mean a whole lot. Every game win is important, but the 3-1 is still, you know, a point of pride, saying that you were the definitive better team in a series is always nice, as Scotty cuts this one back into the orange corner. But Soul, all it takes is one. All it takes is one progression downfield. Scotty almost wraps that one back into the crossbar. A really tight angle, and Soul have been forced on the back foot here. They've got to find a way out. If they want to find that, it only takes one kind of goal. They only have one shot on the board right now, and it belongs to Typhon. Lloydboy has that one 50 away. Fantau controlling through midfield. Typhon jumps in front. Calc looking for Scotty on the side. Scotty has the receipt, but the shot saved away by Soyboy, jumping in front of that lane. And now a 2-on-1 gets stuffed down his throat there. Calc saves the drive from Typhon, who got a little bit of a boost from the 50. And through halftime, 1-goal lead for the Lemurs. They've really not shown any signs of letting Soul back in this one.
No, they're not. Soul's definitely putting some pressure on now. They're starting to find a little bit of rhythm. Nice pass right there, Calc. Able to clear it away. 2J6 giving it to Scotty with a nice little fake challenge there. It's going to go off back wall. Fantau can't get it, but Calc back in. 2J6 with another good save. Trying to get it across, but Scotty's going to win that one. Trying to make a dangerous play on there, but a nice little defensive deflection by Lloydboy. Hitting it across, trying to get it on. Nice touch. Calc there, but a good block, or sorry, dunk by Typhon ends up going wide. And yeah, I'm liking Soul's gumption here. They got some gusto. Lloydboy again, they're playing nice and aggressive. They're not giving up. And while I think I agree with you that the Lemurs still have this on lock, they better be careful. A mistake really, really will tie this game up. Definitely for the reverse goes, and 2J6 with another good save off Calc's awesome shot. So this both teams are definitely on point right now. Things are getting a little bit more clear, and I feel like the slowdown as you're playing is really happening. Scotty on goal, though nobody back, and there's the mistake, the fact that nobody really rotated back, and that double commit.
Yeah, Scotty just finds the gap. He's always there.
Still got time.
And a clutch 2-0 lead here with 57 seconds left.
We have our screen is actually showing, I believe, on the stats, so keep it up.
The audio, the radio call here, 49 seconds left, and a little bit more time for the Soul. They've got to get it done here quickly. Lloydboy not able to find that 50 on Calc. Typhon will turn it back. He ends up getting a 50 by Lloydboy, and that's going to kill that attacking opportunity here for Scotty. Lloydboy's really got to stretch. Fantau, no boost in the tank for the defense of Soul, and the Lemurs a 3 on the board. That might do it here in game 4.
Yeah, 30 seconds to go. I don't see anything happening. The Lemurs aren't making the mistakes that the Soul need to get back in this game, and they're just not fast enough right now. I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm not privy to their comms, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say they're noticing some of the double commits. Their comms aren't what they need to be as well. But I have to admit, Lemurs just putting so much pressure and so fast. Scotty leading that charge, and Fantau coming in and absolutely killing it as a sub. Great double by Lloydboy. I guess you never know. We could have a kickoff goal, make it a little interesting, but a good play. Look at this move.
A big old shot for Lloydboy.
I can't do that.
It might not change a whole lot, but it definitely was flashy, and I don't disagree with you. 8 seconds is more than enough time to score 2 goals, but it needed to be pretty much immediate. That clear from Scotty's going to seal it, and it will be a 3-1 for Lemurs. What immediately off the bat looked like it was going to be a very tight series ends up really kind of just sliding the way of Lemurs. They take the series 3-1, but again, it's a 3-1 that feels like it very easily could have been closer, just like we saw in the Challenger series.
Yeah, I think the it kind of boiled down to the Lemurs really hitting their stride. I'm gonna go with comms. Just again, I'm not privy to them, but it seemed like they needed to be where they needed to be. The double commits started to drop drastically, and there were a decent amount of double commits in the first game and a half, game or two for both teams, and I think the Lemurs just stopped. They started being a little bit more patient, and then at the same time a little bit more aggressive when they saw a ball that they thought they could get. The first man was very aggressive, the third man was very patient, and they were on the same page as each other, and I didn't feel it with the Soul this particular series.
Yeah, just I think that game number 3 that they let slide really kind of epitomizing that series overall for them. Definitely hard fought, definitely very close. But at the end, it is a 3-1 scoreline in both game 4 and in the series for the Lemurs, which is going to wrap us up for the evening. That's all the Rocket League, at least live Rocket League, that we've got. We do have clips of the week coming after the broadcast wraps here in just a very, very short amount of time, because I swear to God, I'm not going to talk all night. But that's going to do us for the live Rocket League. Wednesday, we've got more live Rocket League coming up, same time, same place, and I think same people, if I'm not mistaken. I think we're on that cast again on Wednesday, KG, if I'm correct.
I
So
believe so. Yeah, I
if
think
yeah,
I cast tomorrow with the twos finals.